Alright guys, welcome back. I don't know if you can hear the highway or not, but it's literally right over here. I've always, whenever I go out, it's on the break. Whenever I go out, I always say that I'm going to go over my gear list and everything else. Well, I never do. I always forget it. So, I know you've seen the duffel bag that I always carry. Just a regular bag, both sides. And yeah, it's empty. I have everything laid out right now. But what I'd like to do is show you guys, without trying to tear something up here, show you guys what I actually carry with me. And this right here, that's what stays in my bag, minus the axe itself. But there's a couple things. I did get a new pair of gloves. I did stop and get me a first aid kit. And this here is the fishing tackle I went out and got. I only put a few little things in there that I figured that I would need while I'm out. So I know the last video that I uploaded was the cabin, and the only bad thing about that was it really didn't, it was missing a couple days. The other camera I was using, I figured out that I can't do anything with the files. So that being said, while I was out, I did stop down. It's not a foldable, but it is a 21-inch bow saw, and this thing came in handy. I know before I was using a little hand saw. I mean, that's good for twigs and whatnot, but this thing worked perfect for what I needed it to while I was out there. Of course, my hatchet, I always have that with me, and the Fiskars, which I'm going to sharpen this up today, along with the new gloves. These things are, I've already used them, but they're pretty nice. Pretty nice. I did order a few things. This little carabiner, pretty nice. Now it does have a little flashlight on the end of it, and it does work as a knife, pretty sharp knife. Always have my paracord. You guys have seen me do this in the other videos before, but stuffed it down in there. I went and got me another one, put it in here. Then I put the other one, I made one for my son's bag, and his is in his bag too. What I did add, this bag. So it's in this bag. Hopefully you can see it pretty good. I'm not taking it all out. But that's rice, my oatmeal. Of course, I gotta have my tea. But one thing I did do is I added spaghetti, which it's quick and easy, especially if you're out in a survival situation. This is what this bag's for. Yep, just put it in there and tie her up. Of course, in this bag here, all my strikers. Then I did go out and get matches, which these things are pretty nice. Ordered me a magnesium stick, and of course my striker. Don't forget the cotton balls. My pots that you guys see me use all the time. The Tom Shoe stove. I'm a little crazy on the utensils, but I got those. And I got 3 of the petrified fish, which I'm taking some of these out of the bag. I'll probably keep one petrified fish in and then put the plasticware in with my sun stuff. Now this here, it's seasoning. On the outside it says, you know, roasted garlic and herb. That is not what's in here. I make my own seasonings. Of course, my skillet. Water straw or life straw. I haven't used it yet. But this little kit here, I'm going to try to pull this up so you can see it. This little kit here, it's actually pretty neat. It's got an emergency blanket in it. I've never used one of these, which I might try to use one of these in my next video just to see how it works. But it's got a little striker that comes with it. Little tool. And this here I was actually kind of excited about. Never used one before. So I'm going to sharpen up my skills with that. Just see, I mean, this is just one of them little kits that, you know, it'll come in handy when you need it. One thing I did add back into my kit is Old Faithful, old canteen, and then the first aid kit. Watch, I'm gonna get stuff everywhere now. It's actually a pretty decent little kit. I don't know why it came with a little compass, and it's definitely not true. No, definitely not true. But in here comes with your gauze, bandages, antibacterials, tweezers, and it comes with some ibuprofen, bite and itch relief. So this is good to have anywhere, and the plus side about this is you can make this any way you want. You can take everything out of here, put in the essentials that you want, which is basically why I got this one. That little compass is terrible though. You know, north is this way over here, and it's pointing this way for north. Gotta love it. But I'm going to this bag here. This is basically just a hodgepodge. It has the blower in it, which you didn't get to see me actually use in the last one, which I did. It was just on the other video. My hand sanitizer, which I use that for if I can't get something going, I'll use that to get a fire going. Electrical tape, which is good for just about anything. I do have another striker in here, which is a backup, and then my sharpener for the axes. I used this in the last video too, and you didn't get to see it, but it's my Gerber knife. I always have this one on my side whenever I go out. The only bad thing about this is you can't light or strike a striker with it. That's why I still have my old muscle yoke knives. And you can't tell, this thing's been used a time or two. But like I said, I just want to go through this stuff and show you guys what, because I always say that what gear I'm going to use, and then I never go back and show you. But this always stays in the bag too. It's just a little cheap sharpener, just for the knives. And I went out and bought a better headlamp. This one's actually an Energizer. It's got the 3 down to the 1, 2, and then the 1. So it's a decent headlamp. I like this one a lot. But I mean, other than that, that's really all I have with me. I do have a little green lighter that I'm probably going to start leaving in the bag. Redundancy. So I always say redundancy. This was in my bag, which is not staying in there, but literally it's a bag full of strikers and another magnesium stick. So this I'm probably going to go through and distribute that out. I know I'm going to send one to a friend of mine down in Georgia. Probably going to send a couple of them to him. But yeah, I mean, that's literally all I have in my bag. Um, Besides the food that you guys see me take out. Um, I typically don't have a lot. I just have what I need that I think that would be suffice for me. That I think that I could use while I'm out. And everything I have here. Oh, I do have a tarp in the house that is actually going to go in the bottom of this bag. I actually pulled all this stuff out because I wanted to go through it again, double check. Let me know what you guys have in your bag. If you have gone back from COVID-19, I know it's like that's all you hear about anymore is this virus going around, but I haven't really changed anything in my bag for that. I don't have a mask, which is probably a no-no, but I just don't have a mask. It's just one of them things to where you make your bag the way you want it. I mean, it's good to see like this here. You know, you get to see a few tips. You get to see what other people put in their bags. But put in your bag what you feel you can survive with, and that's really all it's about. I wish I had a different bag, but I don't, and I'm not going out and spending, you know, 100 and 200 bucks on a bag, just like I said before, just to sit in the back of my car or to sit in here when that strap I can literally throw it around me. I know you're not supposed to have one strap on, one strap off, but the one strap I can barely tell it's on me. It's not that heavy. All the gear I have besides the like I said, this is the only thing that typically don't stay in there is my axe. But if I can figure out a way to incorporate it, I'm going to start taking it with me. Because there's a lot of stuff my hatchet can do, but there's a lot that it can't do that the axe would be a lot better on. But other than that, like I said, guys, if you didn't check out the last video, it's not the best. I was actually pretty upset that you know, I have all that footage on the other camera, but it's a corrupted file, which is kind of terrible because I had a lot of good footage on that other one, like almost a full day of everything. I mean, it rained constantly the whole time we were out, but I even had it on there showing you guys how to start a fire while everything's wet, and it worked perfect. But you know, what can you do? I'm not making a ton of money on doing these. I don't have people sponsoring me to go out and do this stuff. All I'm doing is getting it as I go. Like I said, I'm always recording on my phone. That's what I'm recording on right now. All the editing I've been doing, like the last video, was actually from my phone. But a lot of this stuff, like the paracord, I mean, this is easy, guys. I think I have a video on YouTube showing you guys how to do this, and it's actually pretty easy. You just take the lid off, put the cord down into it, feed it in. I mean, it gets tedious, very tedious, but it'll go through it. And that's just one of them little things that I picked up along the way. It's a beautiful day here in Ohio. As you can see, blue skies. So I hope everybody's staying safe. I'm going a little stir crazy as it is right now. I got to get out here soon, and I just want to hit the woods. And yeah, I have a lot of woods behind me here, but I'm not allowed in them. So, but like I said, give you guys one more little glance. That's just the stuff that I keep in the bag, always. Oh, and I forgot that one thing I always carry with me, always, is extra bags and zip ties. Zip ties are cheap. You can get them anywhere, and they basically work for everything. So, like I said, just you love them. So, I appreciate it, guys. I might go out to a buddy of mine's. He just offered to let me come out there to do a few overnights. I probably will take the tent with me again, but I'd like to build I'd like to show you guys how to build a tarp shelter too. I know it's watered down on YouTube. There's a lot of channels doing that kind of stuff, but a lot of this stuff, if you don't know how to do it, get at me. Especially if you're in the Ohio region. I have no problems helping people. The more you know, the better off you are. And my beard's getting a little crazy again. I know I had a comment earlier about the last video. I just trimmed it down on the last video, so it's been about 2 months, 3 months since that last video was posted, and I just posted it yesterday. So, and this is after I've trimmed it down a couple more times. I'm not trimming it again. I'm done with it. The way it's going to grow is the way it's going to grow. I'll clean up the sides, but other than that, that's how it's going to be. But hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, just make your packs the way you want it to be. Your EDC bags need to be what you feel you can do. And then what I'm going to do after this one is I'm going to make another video showing you the equipment that I use, lack thereof. Got a new mic system, new editing software on the camera or on the phone, which I really can't show you that one because it's in the phone. But yeah, hope you guys have a great one.